We are here at the Shambala Game Reserve just outside Lephalale, whereby as you can see behind me, this is an elephant, and this is just not an ordinary story of an elephant. I can tell you this is an elephant that has been saved from captivity after being captured in Zimbabwe 43 years ago, and it has been moving from one enclosure to another, and today it has finally been free. And I can tell you, I am with one of the leader of the foundation that actually negotiated for the release of this elephant. It is called Charlie, that is his name, and I am joined by Meagan here. Meagan, thank you very much for joining us here on SABC. You negotiated for the release of Charlie. Can you tell us about the process that you undertook to ultimately have him here and freed?
I can, and it wasn't just me. I have to tell you that it was our whole organization, the EMS Foundation. We were joined by the Pro Elephant Network, and then we were joined by experts from around the world, such as Four Paws, and then our people in South Africa, We Wild Africa, Conservation Solutions, all joined in. It was a huge negotiation process.
Can you just, get into details? How did it entail? I'm sure, as you are trying to negotiate for the release, there were some that, were resistant to release him eventually. But just tell us exactly the details of those negotiations. What did they entail exactly?
Well, it started off with one letter to Minister Creasy, and then we had various meetings with government officials, zoo officials, and we brought on various experts to talk to all of these people, and it carried on for a long time, as you know. And then Minister Creasy made this incredible announcement in 2022, a groundbreaking decision made by the South African government to release the last state-owned elephant, a bull elephant. It's a huge step in conservation.
We understand that, there are still other animals. We've managed, this is just one success story, and we understand that there are still many that are still in captivity around the world. Others are still using them, for cultural reasons. Can you just emphasize the point that, the rights of animals, how important is these animals so that they can roam free and do as they wish as animals, as wild animals?
We absolutely believe that all elephants, and in fact all wild animals, should be free and make the choices that they want to make every day to enjoy their lives as they should.
Maybe tell us where from here. Charlie is here. We see that he's now in an enclosure. What will be the process from here on until he's eventually free?
Well, as you can see, he's in a holding boma at the moment, which has been built specially for him so that he can acclimatize to the new fresh air, to the new food, to the people around him. And he needs a little bit of time to get used to that. He's also under quarantine. And in 2 weeks' time, he'll be let into his first paddock, as we call it, which is a big wild area where he has his own swimming pool, his own mud bath. He'll be able to start browsing on his own, and little by little he'll be released into the rest of his 24 hectares of freedom.
Thank you very much, Meagan. That was Meagan, the project manager of the EMS Foundation, who actually negotiated the release of Charlie. I can tell you this is one of the story of hope, of freedom, especially for wild animals around the world. And of course, just from here on, just next week, right from here on until next week, we will finally see Charlie roaming free like other wild animals.